hello there, you great and wonderful, magnificent, awesome, outstanding, overachieving people. How are you on this beautiful day? It is awesome out here today. Just awesome. Well, we're gonna do things just a little bit different today. What we're going to do different today is I'm going to tell you what you're going to see versus going along the day with me. We started the day off over on Interstate 80 where we parked last night. I kind of forgot to tell you guys where I was when I parked. I just said we were in Iowa. But what happened is, my home state of Iowa here, we got a nasty storm the other day. Luckily I was in Indiana when it happened, so I didn't get the full brunt of it. But a lot of other people did get the full brunt of it, and it was nasty. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through that little storm here, and I'm gonna show you a few things. So basically guys, what you're gonna see is a lot of damage. You know, I started my day off, everything was kosher, everything was fine. You know, I'd heard about the storm, but I had not really talked to anybody in the Cedar Rapids, Iowa area. And I do have some family there, not a whole lot, but I don't talk to them on a normal basis. It was nasty. It was really bad, and I really do feel sorry for the people who live inside Cedar Rapids and east of Cedar Rapids, into Illinois even. It was spread out big time. And last night we actually seen some of the damage and didn't even know it. When we were in western Illinois on 74 there, before we got up to Iowa border, I recognized that nowhere, the rest areas, the scales, a couple other places, there just was no lights. It was pitch black. You know, we went over the Mississippi River from Illinois into Indiana and it was pitch black. Well, that's because they didn't have any power, and this storm that come across Iowa, and I do not know how far east it went, if it went into you know, up into that Ohio area or Michigan or any of that. I don't know, guys. But what it was straight line winds. It was just purely straight line winds. Straight line winds that were reaching up to 108 miles per hour, I think I read right. If I read right, it was 108 mile an hour straight line winds. And you can really see it. The things you guys will be able to see is the camera picks up, I'm hoping, I have not edited this video yet, but I'm hoping it picked up all of the trucks. I think we counted up to 12 to 15 trucks that were laid over on the side of the interstate. The Interstate 380. It runs up through Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And probably, I think we've seen 2 campers, 2 straight trucks, and then all the damage inside Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. So in the video, just keep your eyes peeled. You'll be able to see the campers, and I'll probably put a couple pictures in there too. The campers and the trucks that were laid over on the side. The things you're not going to be able to see though is the farmers. You know, all those farmhouses I was telling you guys about a few videos back, and how I love looking at old farmhouses, you know, the timbers and everything. Hold on, big bump. I like looking at all those. A lot of those houses through there had trees laying all over them, just all over. Then the fields, the cornfields are leveled. There's just nothing left of those cornfields. It's extremely devastating to see. I guess I probably should have started off with our agenda. Our agenda today is we are on the eastern side of Iowa, and we need to get to Sioux City, Iowa to drop this load off. Having troubles finding a load? Yes. Having troubles finding a load to fit my schedule right now, because we have kids open houses back home at the schools. I want to make sure I make it to those, and I do have a dentist appointment I need to go to, and then we have a family function going on this weekend that I need to be there for. Keep your eyes peeled watching this video, because the phone doesn't pick up everything that I wished it would. You know, it's not picking up the trees snapped off. You know, you're going to see the trucks on both sides of the interstates, but not the trees. You might see a few trees snapped off, but even Quaker Oats. You guys like Quaker Oats oatmeal? It's made right there, right here in Iowa, right in my home state. And their sign, that sign's been there for years. It's all messed up. They got to fix that now. It's just ugly. It really is, and I feel for them. So go ahead, watch this, and I'll be right back with you. Pretty nasty, right? I wish I could have got you guys some better pictures or footage of that, I guess, but you really don't want to see it too close. I feel horrible for those people, and for the people of Cedar Rapids and the people of surrounding farms. Luckily, from what I could see off the interstate, it was just trees. I didn't see any huge property damage other than a bunch of trees. I don't think anybody was hurt. At least I haven't heard about anybody being hurt. The truckers, you know, where the trucks flipped over, I tried looking for stories on them, you know, to see if anybody was injured in them, and I couldn't find anything about them being injured. So hopefully I don't hear about it a little bit later on, and hopefully all those guys made it out safely. The crappy part about the straight line of winds that those guys went through, I wonder if there was any tornado whistles, because you kind of don't blow your whistles in a town except for if there's a tornado, I guess. I sure hope there was, though, because from what I'm seeing on the damage side, that'd be just like a tornado rolling through. And I know it rolled through my hometown over in western Iowa, and my dad lost two trees. My dad lost 2 trees. Luckily, we did not lose any trees. I have 2 young trees. They're healthy trees. I was worried about them, though. I did not want to lose those trees, because when you lose a tree, you have to start over. 9 years ago, I started over with absolutely no shade, and I'm finally getting to the point where I have shade at my house, so I really don't want to lose those trees. The way I'm gathering it, though, we lost a bunch of trees in town, branches and stuff, but the way it sounds, I don't think it was as bad as Cedar Rapids back there. That was ugly. That was ugly, wasn't it? All those trucks. telling you about how an owner-operator can make as much money as he wants to or lose as much money as he wants to. An owner-operator can go broke because he's his own boss. He can decide what he does. Well, last night when you guys heard me whining at the end of that video, I'm going home. You guys have a safe one. As always, I'll see you next time.